What's up, guys? Alright, got a brand new iPad the other day. I promised people I would come and do some app reviews or talk about apps, so I decided to go ahead and do that now that I got the iPad. Way too many apps that I have that I found that's pretty cool to tell you in just 15 minutes. So I'm going to try to tell you the first maybe 5 or 6, however many times allowed, and then I'll make a second video because I have found some phenomenal apps that I think you guys should look into if you have an iPad on iPhone. I'll also let you know which ones work on just iPad and which ones work just on iPhone. Let's go into some of my favorite apps. For the first video here, we're going to start off with the ABC Player app. ABC Player app sounds exactly what it is. If you are an ABC buff or you watch any shows on ABC, this is the app for you. Bachelorette, The Gates, Boston Med, all of them is here. So let's say I want to watch the latest episode of Wipeout. I'll just click on watch the latest episode, and you will get this screen that will say it's loading. Then it will tell you it's going to have minimal interruptions. You will get a Lexus ad, I believe, and then it'll go into Wipeout. So I'll let you take a look at that.
We gave it the power of a supercar. Then we gave it the precision of a Lexus. This is the pursuit of the impossible. This is the pursuit of perfection.
It's that time.
Alright, so this is off the iPad, Wi-Fi, right off of the ABC app right there. Okay, so there's Wipeout for you. You hit done, it goes back there. So you can watch all your favorite episodes of Wipeout or anything else that you have missed out on. Because of this app, I've started watching Cougar Town now, which is a phenomenal program. You guys should check that out if you haven't done that. So that is the ABC Player app, available only for iPad. The next one we discuss is the HBO app. Now, in the HBO app, you cannot get full episodes of your HBO programs, but you can get some other cool stuff from it. So, like at the very top here, it tells me at 8 p.m. tonight on HBO, The Final Destination played. At 9:30, True Blood was going to play, and at 10:30, Fast and Furious. So it's letting me know what I have coming up on HBO. If I just swipe, I have Entourage, we have Hung, and that's it. So Hung, Entourage, and True Blood is all that's featured there. So let's tap on the True Blood picture, and it's going to bring up About True Blood. I can get a full episode guide of the show. So right here's all of your full episode listings for True Blood. I can get videos. However, the videos is just like previews of episodes, post-mortem, I think is what they call that one, which is them just talking about what happened after the show. You get some interviews from the stars, so on and so forth. If you want to know about the cast, click on the cast button. It would give you all of the cast members for that show, as well as photos and an inside, which is a little bit of an inside scoop. So you get the True Blood comic, and you get the Blood copy, the original. If you want to go to menu, up there, you can get full schedule for HBO by just tapping on that. So right here I have the full HBO schedule that goes across all of their channels. So from HBO to HBO Latino. So that is the HBO app. It is available also for free. You can get that one on the iPad or on the iPhone. Next, let's go to the Netflix app. This is the app that was talked about at WWDC, that Netflix is going to come up with a full-fledged application for the iPad users. Now, iPhone does have a version, but it's just so that you can like arrange your queue and so on and so forth. So what you're looking at is my actual movie queue here in Netflix right now. I can also go back to browse DVDs, and I will be able to browse DVDs and add them directly into my queue. So if I can read, let's say just pick one, let's say Goods. If I wanted to pick Goods, I just hit add from right inside this app, and it will automatically add that movie into my queue, and it tells me the Goods Live Hard Sell Hard has been added, or I can move it, or I can close that. So we'll go ahead and close that out. Now if I went back into my queue and drop down probably to what would be, as soon as it loads, the last movie now, you'll see that the Goods Live Hard Sell Hard is right there. So from here I can also watch instant movies. My top movie right now is The King of Kong, Fistful of Quarters. If you guys have not seen this movie and you're a video game fan, you need to watch this epic battle over the game Donkey Kong, which is very, very popular back in the day when I was young. Okay, so it kicks right in where I left off from it.
With this, it's just like
beautiful screen. Click here, and I can make it a full screen. Okay, tap that, and it goes away again. So I don't need to go to my computer anymore if I have this app on my iPad. I can just watch all of my movies right from my iPad. You click done, and go back to your library. Click that button, and it will take me back once it's done loading. And that is the Netflix app. This particular Netflix app is available for free only for the iPad at this point. Alright, the next one we'll cover is the iBooks app. The iBooks app by Apple. A lot of people, which I don't think they should, are trying to compare this app to the Kindle or the Kindle book app. I think Apple just wanted to make their own. To be honest with you, I think that the iPad makes a better iBook reader than the Kindle or the Nook, in my personal opinion, just because of the way that it is and the screen size and so on and so forth. So let's take a look at how iBooks work. You get this nice snazzy bookshelf, and if you want to go and buy a book, you click the store button up here, and it's all in the app. You never leave the app at all. So we go right here, the bookcase looks around as you saw, secret compartment like Batman. Here's all of the books in which I can purchase that are featured right now. If I want to go into categories, tap on the categories button up here, and it will, as soon as I actually tap on the button, it will list all of my going categories. So let's just say arts and entertainment is what I want. Once I click on the button, arts and entertainment will pop up and will give me every book that I can purchase with a price tag for that book. Now, if I go to actually buy the book, then what was going to happen is it will just automatically just flip my bookcase back around like this, and I will see the book pop up next to A Date with Death, and it will be there. Let's look at what it looks like to read a book in here. Date with Death, if you guys know this story, is a story about a young girl who was killed by a guy because he was offering masseuse services on Craigslist. Turns out the guy was a serial killer, I believe, and he killed her and probably a couple other people. So I'm into true crime books, if you guys know anything about me. So here is what it looks like to read a book. Okay, so first of all, if you want to bookmark it, here's your bookmark up here. If you want to take the bookmark out, you take the bookmark out. If you want to search for a word in the book, you click on the looking glass here, and let's type in with. And it will search the whole book and tell me how many times and where the word with appears. Okay, so I think it said 27 times, something like that, but this is all of the spots where the word with appears in this particular book. Then I can search Google for that, or I can search Wikipedia right from inside iBooks. Okay, the next thing is if I want to adjust the fonts, I can make this bigger, or I can make this smaller, and I can change the font size, or the font, the way it looks. New Times Roman, Virginia, Georgia, whatever. I can turn sepia on and off. But that is about the only thing that you can do to change here in iBooks. Okay, so again, I think iBooks is, if you click that, it takes you back to the beginning of the chapter, or you just hit resume. So again, I think that iBooks is very polished. It looks very good. The bookshelf is very catchy. So the iBooks application, you do have to download. It does not come stock with the iPad, even though it is free. And you can get this on the iPad or on the iPhone. All right, next we're going to go into Amazon's Kindle app. So for all you Kindle fans out there, Amazon does have an app for the iPhone and for the iPad. So before we go into what a book actually looks like, let's kick back out here real quick to home. So you can see I have 3 books. I have Pickin' Cotton, the Oxford American Dictionary, which comes with it for free, and also Curious Folks Ask. So what I wanted to show you guys is, unlike the iBooks app, it is not all integrated. So if I want to go buy a book, I have to tap on the Shop in Kindle store, and it automatically launches a Safari web page. So I am totally now out of the app, and I'm going to show you exactly how this works from Amazon. So what you do is you come here and you look at all your books. So here's all your books, you know, Kindle books and so on and so forth. Yes, Kindle books does mean if you have the iPad, you're looking up for Kindle books as well. Now over here under Kindle books, I have different categories. So we're just going to nonfiction, if I could do that. Fingers too big. So we go to nonfiction, and it'll give me all the nonfiction category. So I already have Curious Folks Ask, which is a free book. If we want to scroll down a little bit, there's another book called The Truth About Managing People. It's also a free book. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to download this book so you guys show you guys exactly how it works. So I'm going to go ahead and click on buy on this one. It's free for a limited time. And it's going to kick out like to an ordering page. And it tells me this is what I'm getting. It gives me the digital list price of $4.99 that's crossed out, the print list of $20, and then my Kindle price today. Now here's what you want to be careful. The bundle here, because I am signed out in, it says buy now with one click, but it says deliver to David McClam's iPhone. The thing is when you register each device, it realizes that you have more than one device. So I have to tap on this arrow down here, and it will open up, and it'll say download to my iPhone or to my iPad. So today I wanted to go to my iPad. Do not worry, if you do want to still on your iPhone, Whisper Sync will also throw the book and your bookmarks and everything right on your iPhone too. You ready for that? Okay, you just open up the application and it'll be there. So that's done. So I'm going to go ahead and click on buy with one click, and the next thing it should do is it should open up, and it just says, thanks, Raymond, first name. Your order has been placed. Click on the button below to open Kindle for iPad. Now, again, it is a separate app. But if I click on this button, it will take me back to my Kindle app. It will load it again, and you will see my book pop in there. And it will begin to download. So, that is how simple it is to actually download a book from Amazon. Again, not integrated, but it's still kind of easy. You have two views, like on iBooks, I forgot to show you. You have this view, which is all of the book covers, or you have the list view, which you just list them out like that. I like the covers, so we go back to that. So let's go into this Managing People book. And starts out, managers are bombarded with advice from consultants. Some of these free books, guys, is really entertaining and really fun to read, whether you get them from iBooks or from here. They do offer free books on iBooks as well. As you can see, unlike iBooks, though, I do have a black background. That's because it allows me to do that on Kindle, which I do like. So if we click on the open book, it will tell me all the places I can go. So I can go to the cover, table of contents, beginning. So let's say I want to go to the table of contents. It will give me the table of contents of this whole book. Okay, so let's say I want to jump ahead. I want to go to the very beginning of the book. It will take me to the beginning. Now here on the double A's, the small A, big A, if you click on that, it gives you font sizes. So I can blow this all the way up, or I can make it very, very tiny. And it also lets me change white, sepia, or black, which will automatically change my letters to white. Also, like the iBooks one, it does have a brightness control. Okay, if you want to bookmark a book, that's right here. You just click on that bookmark and it will bookmark that book. If you want to see the bookmark out, you click on the bookmark again. The one difference I forgot to say between this and the iPad or the iBooks is that this one does not have page numbers. It does give you a percentage. I don't know if you guys can see that. See, it does give you a little bit of a percentage down here, and it gives you a location, and it does give you a slider bar that you can drag. So it's this would be 830 location 839 out of 2200, and that's 40% of the book. Where iBooks does give you a actual page number. So if you guys do read digital books, I'm trying to go this way because I can show you my whole book collection, which is huge. If you guys do read digital books and you prefer Kindle over iBooks or iBooks over Kindle, let me know in the comments what you guys think about that. All right, so this is the last app that I'm going to cover on this video. Second video is coming up. We're going to cover a couple more apps for you guys that I really enjoy, and maybe it'll help you guys decide on what to buy if you guys get an iPad.